Thanks for joining us. I'm Cynthia Hunt-JAEHNE, Director of Engagement at SEPA and Administrator for our working groups. SEPA's working groups are the place where our members can come together and collaborate on the challenges and ideas that are most important to them and to connect with their peers and other organizations who are doing the same. SEPA groups harness the knowledge and efforts of hundreds of experts from utilities, the government, and industry, all working towards solutions together. In September, all 8 groups came together for the working group's virtual meeting, a 3-day event highlighting the work of each group and a number of our subcommittees. Member and non-member participants alike were given an opportunity to get a bird's eye view of the working group projects and to hear lessons that would otherwise require membership and active participation in the group. Whether exploring community solar, energy storage, EVs, microgrids, or cybersecurity, our group experts provided insights into the running of programs, developing standards, and defining the future of the electrification of transportation while tackling the energy industry's carbon transformation challenges. In this video, we'll hear a few of the groups who participated and the major lessons learned.
Hello, my name is Gary Brinkworth. I'm in the Innovation Group at TVA, and I co-chair the SEPA Microgrid Working Group. We're a diverse group focused on many aspects of designing, installing, operating, and maintaining microgrids. During a recent virtual working group event, one of our members shared the application of SEPA's microgrid design framework, similar to what we discuss every month during our working group calls. Our 2021 work plan includes 4 focus areas: fleet electrification, alternative business models, coordinated grid planning, and regulatory innovations that enable utilities and vendors to provide microgrid solutions to customers. We recently worked with SEPA staff to produce a microgrid playbook focused on community resiliency, an example of the deliverables we produce as a working group. So if you've always wanted to learn something about microgrids, or if microgrids are your jam, I invite you to join us. You won't be disappointed.
Aloha. I'm talking to you from the state of Hawaii, where I have the distinct pleasure of being a project delivery manager for Hawaiian Electric Company in the Department of Electrification of Transportation. I'm also going on my 3rd year as co-chair of our electric vehicle working group. I continue to volunteer in this role because SEPA provides a critical pathway for information exchange in a constantly changing environment, encompassing rules, regulations, and technology. I'm so fortunate to be at the forefront of this field with SEPA. During SEPA's recent working group's virtual meeting, the EV working group leads discussed the top 10 transportation electrification trends. As the first goal, I discussed trend number 1, which was our Make Ready program. The highlight of this trend is the EV adoption and fleet conversions may be more successful if the utility can step in and play a crucial role by absorbing some of the high costs of infrastructure by delivering connections to the charger behind the meter. This is not something a utility usually does. The goal in this case is to reduce the overall cost requirements for the customer, thereby speeding up electrification and the fleet conversion process. Thank you, mahalo in Hawaiian, for your time, and please reach out to us if you would like more information about our EV working group, and we would definitely encourage your participation and involvement. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Amanda Mortlock, the Vice President of Utility Partnerships at 3 Degrees, a company that helps businesses and their customers with renewable energy and other decarbonization solutions. During SEPA's community solar session called Winning Approval for a Community Solar Program, I hosted a discussion about the complicated and yet important work of cost and benefit allocation and utility-offered community solar and green tariff programs. I was joined by 3 guests who managed this process at their own utilities and shared their unique approaches. When setting up a community solar program or a green tariff, utilities are seeking to create an attractive program for customers, but one that also does not shift costs or risks unnecessarily onto non-participants. In our discussion, we learned there are many different and creative ways to build program pricing structures that strike that right balance. We were joined by both Xcel Energy and DTE Energy, who shared how they had developed comprehensive pricing structures that incorporate risk factors as well as credits for the renewable energy and the avoided capacity into their program rates. Poudre Valley Rural Electric Association, a co-op in Colorado, joined us and shared how they had partnered with local governments and the nonprofit grid alternatives to make community solar more accessible developing discounted rates for low and moderate income customers as well as for nonprofit organizations. All in all, everyone agreed that it is possible to design successful community solar and green tariff programs that appropriately allocate costs and benefits. And there are many ways to do so, from partnerships and pilots to carefully crafted rates and customer agreements. All in all, it's a challenge worth undertaking.
Thanks for watching. This video highlighted some of the great work going on in SEPA's working groups, but to really understand the value and to deepen your impact, you need to participate. Learn about how to join the group at groups.sepapower.org, and if you're not a member, inquire about membership at sepapower.org/membership. Thank you.